Welcome to day two of The Woman Who Creates Time. I'm Rachel Evans. If you're finding this before you've found day one, I am an entrepreneur, I'm a coach and a mentor, and I've been coaching and mentoring for 25 years, starting way back when I was an employee and in some corporate spaces. I'd always get really good at my job and then be asked to teach others the mindset that I'd use to achieve the things in my role, and also some of the strategies or the systems that I had used to be good at it as well. And that kind of transferred out into small business. And when those small businesses started doing quite well, I'd be asked by other small business owners if I could help them. And that really started my formalized coaching career, which has led to my mentoring career as well. So I'm here on YouTube, hopefully with you, over 30 days in a row at the busiest time of the year. So it's the 12th of December right now. And just put my microphone where it's supposed to be. And I'm showing up every day to help you see that even as a woman in business, you might also be a mum. You probably are, but don't worry if you're not. Doesn't mean I'm not for you. You are uh, either a life partner, solo with kids, with a partner but no kids, whatever the variant is. You're likely a woman who's running a business. And that means I have things to share with you. And I'm here to share with you uh, probably the biggest key to my success owning and operating multi-million dollar businesses. Some have large teams, and others are quite small. And at present, I have a 12-year-old coaching business called the Workshop Whisperer, which operates in the automotive aftermarket space. So, helping mum and dad auto repair shop owners to achieve a great business and a great life. And there's up to 20 team members at the Workshop Whisperer at any one time. So that really requires me to be in the CEO space and be very well time leveraged, especially because being very well time leveraged allows me to turn up here with you where I do my best mentoring. And the thing about the woman who creates time, the biggest thing to understand is that to successfully create time, she also creates the rules. And that's really what I want to talk to you about today. There are many, many hangovers from the past for women about what is their natural job in the household, or what we default to as our natural job in the household, especially once children arrive and when there is a significant other in our life. And I heard my own mentor describe it so clearly as in the home and in the relationship, if there is a significant other, we're either the mother to our partner or we're the muse. And we will be our most powerful and our most in flow when we're the muse, not the mother. You don't need another child to parent. And it's really important that you recognize if you are mothering and not being the muse, not being the capturer of attention playfully, the object of desire, and that person that your partner gets to relax into their masculine with. And when we're mothering, we're just being their mother. And we can be very disappointed and very resentful if we feel like we've just got an extra child to look after and just a grown up child at that. But you've got to remember when you've got the feminine masculine dynamic that the masculine who's being unresourceful, so he's allowing himself to be mothered. He grew up in his mother's household. He's quite okay with the times when he disappointed his mother. He learned how to navigate that, which is why he's quite okay with you running the show. Now, if you're a feminine like I am, which is I still have quite a bit of masculine wiring for all the reasons that I said yesterday in day one. I'm a firstborn. I'm a firstborn daughter. I'm a Capricorn. Um, I'm a generator in human design. Um, and I very clearly see strategies and tactics, which means I can make really fast decisions. So in my relationship dynamic, that means that it can look like I do take the lead. And that doesn't necessarily mean, though, that I am overbearing or overtaking what the masculine in my relationship needs to do. That part is a conversation maybe for somewhere else in the next 30 days. But what we don't want to do is just be running a household militant style where the kids take up any available time, doing things for our partner takes up any available time. And then we've got our business to run as well, our team to look after there. And then we feel like we've got no time for us. And you can sustain that at a quite high functioning level for years. I did. I did in my first marriage. And your body will start to tell you quietly at first that you are completely out of alignment with what you're here to be, which is the feminine. And in that case, it could be years or even decades before your body finally sends you large enough warning signals that you're burning out and all kinds of damage, sometimes irreversible, can have been done by then. So, what we want for you as a woman who creates time is to recognize that however everything's been running up until this point, whether you're 35, 55, or 75 and watching this, you can actually go, hang on a sec. This life that I'm living isn't set up to serve me. It doesn't matter that I'm a wife or a mother. I'm not actually here. It's not my life's default destiny to serve everyone else before me. That's not a life. That's an existence, but it's not a life. It's not living. So, one of the biggest things that has led to my success is the fact I realized I could create my own rules. So, even well before there was any words for it, I had created a 4-day work week for myself and my team. And we've gone on to share that with thousands of paying and non-paying businesses around the world, how to put that into your business, no matter the industry. I created that rule. I created the rule that I could have help at home. Started with a cleaner. That became a cleaner and a house cleaner because the good cleaners don't want to do housekeeping and the good housekeepers don't want to do cleaning. And as my business revenue grew over time, I was able to get other help in the home, somebody to come and do the pool, somebody to do the lawn, because I don't want my husband to be spending his downtime on household chores that we don't enjoy either. We want to be enjoying each other's company, we want to have time for ourselves, and we want to be present for the kids. You can actually choose all of those things and then work. Yes, your revenue from your business and however your significant other earns money does fund all of this, but the decision is yours to start with. So if you wonder why you're in a situation where you have children, doesn't matter their age, they never actually stop needing you. Our children range from 23 down to 14. But if you're wondering why you do operate at the high level that you do, uh, and it appears that everyone comes to you for everything in the home, it's because you've just carried on what has been happening for generations and generations of women, but you've just now got a full-time job to go with it. And maybe you've got a full-time job, maybe you're still an employee in some capacity, and you're trying to get a side hustle off the ground, in which case you've got two extra things plus running your household, being a mum, being a partner, possibly looking after elderly parents as well. There are so many things that goes into this dynamic that if you're to be the woman who creates time, you absolutely have to stop and go, hang on a second. I don't want to be at the end of my life reflecting on what I've done. I definitely don't want to sit there and wish, gosh, I wish I hadn't have cleaned the bathroom so many times. You don't need to clean the bathroom. You can spend $100 once a fortnight to get someone to come in for 2 hours and clean your whole house from top to bottom. What would you do with that 2 hours to start with? Because that's how I started. And that grew, as I said, from the cleaning to the housekeeping. And then I realized I was being hemmed in by the kids' school time. And that wasn't enough for me to be able to sit and really marinate in my work and grow a business. And at the time, I was growing two businesses at the same time. The auto repair shop that I owned in my first marriage, and my coaching business, the Workshop Whisperer. 9 to 3, it seemed to fall to me to do pick up and drop off. It didn't even occur to my ex-husband that he could share that load. He grew up with a completely different model of mum and dad family life. His mum was a stay-at-home mum. Dad went and earned all the income. In my childhood home, both my mum and dad worked full-time. That's the model that I learnt. So I was always wired to contribute. But I recognized that being self-employed, I needed more time for that contribution. So I didn't feel like I was just rushing from school pickup or drop off to work and then trying to squeeze everything in that needed doing, then rushing off again by 2:30 to collect the kids, then feeding them a snack, then helping them do their homework, then getting them to sports practice while trying to do the washing and put dinner on. So I recognized early that, okay, now another $150 might get me a few hours with a nanny in the afternoons. Started out, this person just semi-retired, just wanted a little bit of extra cash, happy to do school pickup twice a week and do those things I mentioned. So get the kids home, feed them a snack, do homework with them, and do a load of washing and drying and start dinner. Then I could come home at 5 o'clock and I'd sit down, eat dinner with the kids, and be present with them instead of being running from A to B to C to D to E. So the woman who creates time, she also creates the rules. Now, you might be thinking, but your business might be new or cash flow is tight. I need to get my partner on board with me spending any money at all on help at home. Well, think about it this way. Investing $100 for 2 hours of someone coming in to clean for you in a fortnight frees you up goodness knows how many hours, depending on how fast you clean and the level of quality that you like. But let's just say you got 2 hours back. In that 2 hours, how much extra income could you generate? How many extra people could you help? Or if it just bought you 2 hours of you time or 2 hours to be present with the kids, is that $100 a fortnight worth it? $50 a week? And if your other half isn't keen on you spending that money, will then ask for their physical contribution to do the cleaning themselves so that you can have that time anyway. That may feel like an uncomfortable conversation for some of you, but the woman who creates time creates the rules, and she also starts creating boundaries that other people will eventually respect. So I'm going to be back with you again tomorrow for day 3 in The Woman Who Creates Time. And I'm going to share a little bit more with you. Hope you've enjoyed that. Give this video a like if you have, and I wish you a beautiful remainder of your day.